Hi there, this is Butch Gamboa for Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motoring news and features electronic magazine. And here are some of this week's features to watch out for. On Motoring Forum, we shall have the PNP Highway Patrol Group's take on the issue of motorcycle rider discrimination. Our road safety tip on the Young Street Smarts portion spotlights the importance to pedestrians of safely walking facing traffic. This week's Payong Chuper centers on the proper attire of POV drivers. Our car care tip on Auto Care Clinic shall be on how to jumpstart your discharged battery. The public service segment shall have a reaction on a broken water pipe in EDSA Show Crossing. Showcase this week shall have the Nissan X-Trail 4x4, while for race weekend, we'll have the highlights of the recently concluded 2018 Philippine Rallycross Series Rounds 6 and 7, held at the Pradera Verde in Lubao, Pampanga. All this plus the latest news on the country's transportation and traffic management on this week's Motoring Today.
Introducing the all-new Mitsubishi Xpander.
See the horizon as a starting point. Use each obstacle to gain momentum. Make the unknown routine. Continue where all others stop. New Peugeot SUV range. Never have SUVs gone so far.
I'm gonna miss you.
I'll miss you too.
So, why are you back?
I didn't want to miss you.
Welcome back. Motoring Today now starts with the latest news in transportation and traffic management. The Department of Transportation, through the Land Transportation Office, released the first batch of motor vehicle plates, which were applied for from July 1 to October 2016.
The first plate-making plant in the country was put up in 1967 as part of the reparations agreement between Japan and the Philippines. Through the years, the machines have become obsolete and the demand for plates has spiked. The plant was finally closed in 2014, and the LTO has had to outsource the making of the motor vehicle plates. In compliance to President Duterte's directive to solve this problem, a new plate-making plant was inaugurated on April 24, 2018. DOTR Secretary Art Tugade was at the ceremonial release of the plates at the LTO Central Office in Quezon City together with LTO Chief Edgar Galvante.
Magbuhat sa araw na to, mag-uumpisa na hong ma-issue at ma-release yung mga plaka.
The LTO plate making machine has produced a total of 231,332 pairs of motor vehicles as of yesterday. These plates are now enough to cover the backlogs from July to October this year. Almost all the plates from July to October are already in the regional and district offices ready for distribution.
Yung plaka na rinirelease natin ngayon, meron hong nakapabaon at nakabaon na mga analytics na yan upang sa ganon, ang seguridad ng ating bansa, ang seguridad ng ating mga lansangan ay maaaring pangalagaan. Pag kayo ho ay bumili ng sasakyang bago sa mga accredited dealer, paglabas ng inyong sasakyan, meron na pong plaka. Because of the analytics that are embedded on the plate number, we can control the use of that plate. We can even invalidate the validity of that plate through technology.
According to LTO Chief Galvante, release of the plates will be gradual and vehicle owners are requested to wait for their notification before going to the LTO district offices. He also explained that vehicle owners who registered their vehicles before July 1, 2016 will not receive their license plates yet because these are under a different contract from another supplier. In the same ceremony, Secretary Tugade also addressed the issue of corruption in the agency.
Gusto namin na yung insurance coverage, lahat ng mga mananakay yung may-ari ng sasakyan, kayo ho ang magde-decide kung ano yung insurance company na magbibigay ng insurance cover ng inyong sasakyan. Bawal ho sa sino pa man na nasa LTO na sila magsasabi kung anong insurance company ang inyong gagamitin. If anyone of my employees even whisper to you or give an indication of preference on an insurance cover, sabihin nyo ho sa akin, tatanggalin ko yan. Pagkat ang option na kung anong insurance cover is not upon LTO or LTFRB or even DOTR for that matter, ang opsyon ay nasa may-ari ng sasakyan. Marami hong mga sinibak at tinanggal in violation of corruption. Habang ginagawa ng ating LTO ang lisensya at plaka, tinutumba yung mga taong may issue sa corruption. And so as we gather here today, we can say that LTO has delivered on the promises which, in more ways than one, President Duterte has wanted to do and perform during his term.
More and more improvements are happening at the LTO. First, the 5-year validity of driver's licenses, now the availability of motor vehicle plates, and soon an end to corruption. Continuing, the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority or MMDA's regulation on provincial buses along EDSA will have to wait until August 1st for its implementation. Motoring Today spoke with Mr. Bong Nebriha, Task Force Special Operations Head of the MMDA.
For bus companies that do not have their own bus terminals, the MMDA is suggesting that the buses proceed first to the SWIFT until the window hours are over before crossing Pasay up to Cubao.
From the north, going to Pasay, and if they will be caught along the way during that time, during the window hours, first they will be apprehended if they're after crossing Cubao already, right? Second, if they do not have a terminal in Cubao and they will be caught up in the window that we have said, we are suggesting that they go to the Cubao Central Terminal, stay there, bring down their passengers if necessary, and then cross Cubao going to Pasay only after the window hours.
Of course, another alternative is for these buses to time their arrival in Manila during the open window hours. The MMDA has also reached an agreement with the provincial bus companies on the exemption of Unified Vehicular Volume Reduction Program of provincial buses once the policy is implemented.
number coding is lifted on provincial buses when this policy will be in effect. We haven't really done any simulation on this, but we need to do this because of the expected repairs on EDSA. And not only that, there will also be a repair along Shaw Boulevard that needs to close down the service road. So among other reasons, this one is to decongest EDSA when these repairs start.
The MMDA will be effectively pulling 2,000 provincial buses off the road during the prescribed window hours, thus decongesting EDSA. But according to Mr. Bong Nebrija, they will also be losing 1 or 2 lanes along the service road of Shaw Boulevard while the repairs are going on.
The road repairs are necessary and the MMDA is doing everything to help ease the traffic situation in the metro. We urge everyone to have patience and not to lose their cool during these trying times. Meanwhile, the Philippine National Police is taking the situation of motorcycle riding criminals very seriously. For now, there is a pending proposal to implement a sticker policy on all motorcycles in the country.
The rise in criminality posed by the riding in tandem criminals has really gotten the attention of General Oscar Albayalde. There is a proposal being studied by the PNP leadership where motorcycle owners will be required to put stickers on their motorcycles upon registration. Motoring Today talked with Mr. Jobert Bolanos of the Riders of the Philippines Secretariat, the umbrella organization of motorcycle riders in the country, to get their reaction to this proposal. According to Jobert, several branches of the PNP have tried this with a low success rate.
We already have the protocols on the checkpoints that we do on motorcycles. So we check on their ORCR, the registration, and then we check on the license of each rider or driver. No? So what this does is it gives the police an easier way of going through that process. Our feeling on this is we should not lessen that process already, because verification is verification. Regardless if you're from the area, you pass through the area regularly, because we never know when criminals will strike. We never know when criminals will steal your motorcycle, for example. So let me give you a scenario. I happen to pass by your town, I see your motorcycle, I steal it. When I steal it, I go through an intersection and they check me. Instead of catching me, since they see the sticker, I'm let go. Other aspects wherein they say there's still going to be verification in the process. So what's the use of the license and the registration? That's what you have to prepare or give whenever you come into a checkpoint. So the sticker program is not a solution. It's just a redundant process of what's existing already.
The association is asking the PNP to focus more on what is written on the ORCR and the driver's license, and to verify and validate the information on these documents for possible discrepancies.
We still find the old process as effective compared to this one, because nothing beats your original ORCR and your license.
Speaking for the association members, Jobert said that pursuing the sticker proposal would be a waste of time and money for the PNP. He also stated that the registration for motorcycle riders will be very tedious, while not promising any concrete results to address the riding in tandem problem.
Any criminal can stop what he's doing, register a stolen motorcycle. It's easy to change serial numbers on the vehicle, create a fake document and create a fake license just to get that license, just to get that sticker.
The officers of the Riders of the Philippines have spoken with the PNP leadership in various areas. Some cities like Marikina, after having a dialogue with them, have abandoned the idea, while others continued to pursue the proposal.
I believe that the general is just trying to find alternative means to ease the problem of criminality, and we can't blame him because there's so many advisors left and right. Once we get to talk to the general, the chief of police, General Albayalde, we believe that we can explain to him what this does. So we still believe in the old process, and we believe that they should stick to the old process.
Both sides actually have their valued points to argue, so it's best that a dialogue with all the stakeholders involved be held on a continuing basis to come up with the best solution. And finally, the Land Transportation and Franchising and Regulatory Board, or the LTFRB, recognized 2 public utility vehicle drivers for their exemplary service in a ceremony held on July 2nd.
Public utility vehicle drivers in the country generally have a negative image because of some bad eggs in the service. The LTFRB is working to change this negative image by highlighting the heroic or honest deeds of deserving PUV drivers. LTFRB Executive Director, Attorney Samuel Hardin, talked with Motoring Today about the awards they recently gave out.
Actually, we choose our awardees for random acts of kindness.
Grab driver Arnel Oyardo Lunar and taxi driver Rex Binibini were the 2 awardees of the LTFRB. Lunar was cited for saving the life of his passenger who had a heart attack. Taxi driver Binibini, on the other hand, returned a wallet containing 10,000 pesos in cash that was left by a passenger in his taxi. Both drivers were given a plaque of appreciation by the LTFRB.
We really would like to award goodness, no? Na ang ating mga taxi driver, ang ating mga stakeholders sa public transportation ay mga totoong tao at matulungin. Hindi, kasi yung reputation di ba dati nila medyo pangit na pag may kalamidad, umaabuso, nangungontrata. Pero ito, makita mo na hindi pala ganun lahat ang ating mga taxi at TNBus drivers. May mga driver din pala na may puso din at tumutulong din sa nangangailangan ng tulong.
The LTFRB, through Executive Director Attorney Samuel Hardin, stressed the need for strong enforcement of laws among our drivers so we can maintain discipline on the road. Those are the latest news in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. This week on Motoring Forum, we have the final installment on our series looking into the very serious allegation of the country's motorcycle riders of discrimination and harassment among their ranks by police and traffic enforcers. Today, we have in Today's Motoring Forum, Chief Superintendent Roberto Fajardo, PNP Highway Patrol Group Director, to give his insights into this issue. Hello, Chief Superintendent Fajardo, and welcome to Motoring Today.
Hello, Boots, and to all the viewers of Motoring Today.
In a recent interview with the country's motorcycle riders, we were apprised that their current major concern is the issue of alleged discrimination and harassment of their ranks by police and traffic authorities. Ngayon, bilang head ng PNP Highway Patrol Group, ano po ang masasabi nyo sa seryosong alegasyon na ito?
Kung meron pong mga allegation na hinaharas po yung ating mga riders, ating mga motorists, hindi po tinotolerate ng HPG yan. At please report it to us so that we can act on that complaint. So we need the complainant to please come forward so that we can assist you or help you, and at the same time, identify kung sino to mga nangaharas na to para matigil kung meron man. So we need the complainant para ma-identify natin, at the same time, malaman natin kung sino tong mga to.
Now, one of the specific issues that was discussed was the recent crackdown by the HPG on auxiliary lights installed on some motorcycles. Ayon sa mga bikers, allowed ang mga ito ng LTO, ngunit maaaring hindi malinaw sa ilan sa inyong mga enforcers ang policy na ito. What do you think should be done about this seeming confusion or absence of communication between the LTO and the HPG, which is to the disadvantage of the bikers?
Yung HPG nyo po sumusuporta lang at sa LTO, hindi po kami gumagalaw pag yung batas ay hindi clear. So very clear po yung batas ng LTO at humingi sila ng support to assist them in apprehending yung mga gumagamit ng LED, mga blinkers. Kasi ito po talagang binagbabawal to. Unang-una, ang authorized lang is white light or yellowish light or orange light. And bawal po yung may mga blue na kulay, lalo na yung blinkers. Bawal na bawal po yung blinkers. So, we operate based on the law that was provided for us by the LTO. Humingi po ng support yung LTO to assist them in apprehending this LED lights na bawal, yung mga ilaw na nakakasilaw, bawal po talaga yung blinkers, lalo na yung LED lights kasi this can affect other drivers that can lead to accidents. So bawal po talaga.
Aside from the said lights, there's also this issue of regulating aftermarket accessories, which does not seem to have any clear rules or guidelines sa pagitan ng LTO at HPG. May we have your take on this, sir?
Yung mga aftermarket accessories, hindi po namin pinapakialaman kung ano man po yung mga gadget na yan o accessories. Basta they follow kung ano yung nasa LTO rules, lalo na yung mga blinkers, mga LED lights, yung mga nakakasilaw. Talagang bawal po yun. And other gadgets po. But pag yan authorized ng LTO, hindi naman po namin tinatanggal yan at talagang kung authorized ng LTO. So, ang aming ina-apprehend po, again, o kino-confiscate yung mga bawal based na rin sa LTO rules.
The riders group is opting and looking forward to the possibility of working closely sa mga government agencies tulad ng LTO at HPG on clarifying or coming up with standard rules for the benefit of all concerned. How possible is this at paano po ito pwedeng gawin?
Actually, ongoing na po yung ating pakikipagtulungan sa ibang riders group. At ginawa pa natin silang road marshals. Meron po tayong mga bikers group na tumutulong sa HPG. Ang tawag po nga namin dyan is mga road marshals at sila yung katulong namin sa mga drivers na hindi disiplinado at sila yung ating eyes and ears sa mga kalsada, lalo na kung may mga aksidente. So, sa other riders, we welcome actually itong tulong na to kasi nga, this coordination and collaboration between riders, so now we will be able to make our highways safe. Ang ano lang naman dito dapat disiplina sa kalsada. So, we welcome yung coordination and cooperation with other riders group. Sinimula na po namin to. Sa last week lang, mahigit 2,000 yung nag-participate, nag-take out pa sila sa Rapanichi PNP. So, ongoing na po to. And if they want to be part of the marshal group sa kalsada and to help us discipline the drivers in the road, all others riders club are mostly welcome.
Thank you very much for your time, Chief Superintendent Fajardo. Bago tayo magtapos, do you have any message para sa mga riders, to the public, and to your fellow traffic authorities as well?
Sa mga motorists, alam naman po natin na traffic talaga yung kalsada and mas kailangan natin ang disiplinadong driver pag nasa kalsada, lalo na po ang motor. Kailangan po natin talagang disiplina kasi 2 gulong lang yan. Pag nagkamali ka, aksidente. Then, we want you to be part of our road marshals to help us in monitoring accidents, to help us advise yung other drivers na i-report lang po sa amin yung mga drivers na hindi disiplinado o nagbabiolate ng traffic rules para po to sa ating highway to keep it as much as possible free from accident or car crash. So tulong-tulong po to, hindi po namin kaya to pag kami lang, but with the other riders group helping together, working together, we'll be able to minimize road crashes and keep the highway safe for all.
Thank you once again, sir.
Again, thank you to Boots and happy motoring. Mabuhay!
That was Chief Superintendent Roberto Fajardo, Director of the PNP Highway Patrol Group, our guest this week on Motoring Today's Motoring Forum, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.
calling all automobile enthusiasts. Autofocus.com.ph is exclusive to the automobile, where you'll find reviews on the latest brand new car models, together with their head-to-head comparisons. It has the detailed specs of car models available in the country and their latest SRPs and special promos, together with the latest auto industry news and developments like car launches and test drives. Autofocus.com.ph is all about automobiles. Click on.
See the horizon as a starting point. Use each obstacle to gain momentum. Make the unknown routine. Continue where all others stop. New Peugeot SUV range. Never have SUVs gone so far.
Introducing the all-new Mitsubishi Expander.
It's back! Participate in the only public poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. Vote for your favorite car makes and models in the 2018-2019 Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Log on to www.autofocus.com.ph to vote every day until September 30, 2018. And get a chance to win prizes in the daily raffle. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Which models do you think will become this year's Automobile of the Year in the standard and premium luxury class? You choose, you decide.
Continuing with Motoring Today, here once again is this week's series of valuable motoring tips. We start off with road safety reminders on the Young Street Smarts portion, courtesy of Toyota.
Hello everyone and welcome to Motoring Today's Young Street Smarts Club. This is brought to you through the courtesy of Toyota Motor Philippines and the Toyota Foundation. My name is Susie of Magic 89.9, muling magbibigay sa inyo ng simpleng tips on how to use our roads properly and safely. If you're walking the sidewalks of the road, it is always better and safer kung ikaw ay nakaharap sa direksyon kung saan papunta ang traffic. This way, meron ka pang oras para iligtas ang sarili kung sakaling makita mo na may paparating na aksidente. Until the next time here on Motoring Today's Young Street Smarts portion, where you can learn to be safe while on the road as a pedestrian, commuter, biker, or driver. This is Susie of Magic 89.9 reminding you to always be a safe and responsible road user.
Proper driver's demeanor, especially among drivers of public utility vehicles, is one of the major concerns we are addressing on our segment Payong Chuper, courtesy of Mitsubishi Motors Philippines Corporation.
Payong Chuper lang, kaibigan. Ako si Ka Jojo Martin, isang kapwa niyo chuper, maging maayos sa pananamit tuwing papasada.
Kung gusto nating makarami ng pasahero, gawin nating presentable ang ating mga sarili sa tuwing tayo ay magmamaneho. Ugaliing isuot ang uniform ng samahan na iyong kinabibilangan kapag papasada sa daan. Iwasang magsuot ng mga pambahay na damit katulad ng sando at tsinelas kung ayaw mong ang pasahero ang umiwas at magalit.
Tandaan, kapag maayos ang kasuotan, pasahero ay iyong kaibigan. Ito po si Ka Jojo Martin. Payong Chuper lang, kaibigan, mula sa isang kapwa niyo chuper.
We now move on to some proper maintenance and repair tips that can ensure our vehicle's longer life and continued uninterrupted service. Here's some car care tip from Isuzu Philippines Corporation.
Madalas ding magkaroon ng dead battery kapag naiiwan ng matagal ang sasakyan. Kung sakaling bibiyahe po kayo at hindi gagamitin ang sasakyan, siguraduhin nakadisconnect ang cable ng baterya upang hindi ito maubusan ng karga. Ang pangatlong dahilan kung nadidiskarga ang baterya ay maaaring luma na ito at kailangan ng palitan. Depende po sa inyong paggamit ng sasakyan, ang baterya ay tumatagal ng 1 o 2 taon bago kailangang palitan. Ngayon, paano nga ba mag-jumpstart ng baterya? Maraming pangkasalukuyan na sasakyan ngayon ay gumagamit ng automatic transmission, kaya ang lumang gawain ng pagtulak ay hindi na pupwede. At kahit naman naka-manual transmission na sasakyan, maaaring hindi rin ito maitulak dahil sa simpleng bigat na sasakyan o kaya'y alanganin ang pagtutulakan na kalye. Ang kailangan mo para mag-jumpstart ng baterya ay isang pares ng jumper cable at isang booster na battery. Ang jumper cable ay nabibili sa hardware store at mura lang, kaya kung wala ka pa nito, ay magandang ideya na bumili na for future use. Ang booster battery naman ay maaaring manggaling sa ibang sasakyan, kaya kailangan mo ng volunteer o kaibigan para ipahiram ito ng sandali. Kapag may booster battery ka na, iparada ang sasakyan nito sa tabi ng iyong sasakyan upang magkalapit ang dalawa. Siguraduhin naka-off ang ignition ng parehong sasakyan. Kunin ang dulo ng isang cable at ikabit sa positive terminal ng booster battery. Ikabit ang kabilang dulo nito sa positive terminal ng iyong baterya. Sa pangalawang cable, ikabit ang isang dulo nito sa negative terminal ng booster battery. Ang kabilang dulo naman nito ay dapat ikabit sa grounding strap o point ng iyong sasakyan. Kung hindi ka sigurado kung saan ito, malalaman ang lokasyon nito sa iyong owner's manual. Paandarin ang makina ng sasakyan ng booster battery at maghintay ng ilang segundo bago paandarin ang iyong sasakyan. Kapag napaandar na ang iyong sasakyan, tanggalin muna ang negative cable mula sa iyong sasakyan at pagkatapos sa booster battery. Finally, tanggalin ang positive cable mula sa iyong sasakyan at pagkatapos sa booster battery. Huwag munang patayin ang iyong makina dahil kinakargahan pa ito ng iyong alternator. Kung kailangan mo nang gumalaw, huwag mo nang gamitin ang aircon upang hindi mahirapan ang pagkarga sa baterya.
Introducing the all-new Mitsubishi Expander.
Your weekly window to the world of business and guide to the good life can now be watched online. Just click on businessandleisure.ph and watch this week's show and other past episodes of Business and Leisure at your most convenient time of the day. Business and Leisure is now on the web. Watch it anytime.
I'm gonna miss you.
I'll miss you too.
So, why are you back?
I didn't want to miss you.
It's back! Participate in the only public poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. Vote for your favorite car makes and models in the 2018-2019 Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Log on to www.autofocus.com.ph to vote every day until September 30, 2018 and get a chance to win prizes in the daily raffle. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Which models do you think will become this year's Automobile of the Year in the standard and premium luxury class? You choose. You decide.
Motoring Today continues as we now give you the latest news and developments in the world of motorsports.
In motorsports news, 14-year-old Inigo Anton finally achieved what many have been trying to do this year, ending reigning slalom king Milo Rivera's string of consecutive best times not only in this year's Race Motorsports Club's Phoenix National Slalom Series, but also in the discipline's previous seasons. The son of local motorsports veteran Carlos Anton set the best overall time of day in the fifth leg of the series held at Robinson Star Mills. The young Anton recorded a 42.66 hundredths of a second run, which was also the best time in the front-wheel drive category. Also beating Milo Rivera was his brother, Estefano, who ended the day with the second best overall time of day, a 42.68 hundredths of a second run, which also topped the production rear-wheel class. Milo ended up with the third best overall with a 42.90 hundredths of a second run. Jevoy Moreno was fourth with a 43.82 hundredths of a second run. Douglas Maningding joined the top five with a 44.28 hundredths of a second run. Paui Base topped the novice class in the fifth leg of this year's slalom series. In other motorsports news, after a long wait, the 2018 Vios Cup gets back on track. Actually, a temporary circuit laid out on the wide streets and avenues of Philinvest in Alabang on July 29. If the results of the first leg of the Vios Cup held at the Clark International Speedway last April are any indication, it will be another exciting, tightly contested fight for the podium in all categories, from the promotional, sporting, and super sporting classes to the celebrity competition. Around 47 entries comprising veterans of past seasons, newbies, and yes, celebrities showed up to make the Vios Cup one of the biggest and most exciting one-make series in Southeast Asia. And all are expected to be back to compete in 3 more rounds of races in the second leg of the series. And finally, 2018 Philippine Rallycross Series continues with its rounds 6 and 7 at the Pradera Verde in Lubao, Pampanga. Racers, veterans, and newbies alike enjoyed racing in the dirt and were challenged by the intermittent weather. Highlights of the event coming up next on Race Weekend.
More motorsports and motoring today as we now usher in Race Weekend.
Race Weekend is brought to you by Phoenix Fuels.
Make every trip come alive with Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse technology.
After legs of competing under super hot and dusty conditions, racers, newbies and veterans alike found the going challenging and yet perhaps more fun, competing in inclement weather. Up next, Race Weekend covers Leg 4 of the 2018 Philippine Rallycross Series.
Another race today here at the Pradera Verde in Lubao, Pampanga for rounds 6 and 7 of the Philippine Rallycross Series. I'm Ray Louis Gamboa. Let's go check it out. Summer has ended as we return to the dirt racing course in Pradera Verde in Pampanga for rounds 6 and 7 of the 2018 Philippine Rallycross Series. It's no longer as hot and dusty as it was in the first 5 rounds of this year's Rallycross season. The rains have come, and if some expected inclement weather to severely dampen enthusiasm for racing in the dirt, the turnout was surprising.
For this leg, which is round 6, I'm quite surprised with the turnout due to we couldn't predict if the weather would be good or bad, no. But so far, I mean, people from who joined the past rounds are back here, no, and basically they're here and they're more ready for this type of track, no. Before they came in here, clueless, but now the new guys are basically like ready to bang it out there with the old guys.
The day started with a relatively dry track. and with skies threatening a downpour. Organizers moved to quickly get the drivers competing in various groups to get their practice runs in and then their timed runs. The more experienced competitors know it is important to get one clean but quick run around the course and set at least one good competitive time before going all out to record faster times. Others, the more daring ones, want to set the time to beat during their first times around the course before other cars and drivers begin tearing up the track and making for more difficult surface conditions. But it must be said that Philippine Rallycross rules that drivers record 3 timed runs, and then adding up their 2 best times to determine their standings on the timesheets. And it's one of the challenges of Rallycross events. Constantly changing track conditions and intermittent rains only add to the challenge, as drivers found out in this leg of the Rallycross season. I'm here with the main man behind the Philippine Rallycross series, Mr. Olson Camacho. Hi, Olson. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
First off, can you explain to the viewers or kung paano ba nakahandle ng mga participants ngayon yung race since wet and dry, umuulan, taga umaaraw doon?
Actually yan yung yan talaga yung challenge ng Rallycross, or especially yung dirt sport or dirt event. Natitrain sila na ma-handle. Nag-iiba every time, nag-iiba yung condition niya, nag-iiba yung surface. But doon sila natitrain unti-unti. Siyempre, back off sila ng konti, pero hanggang sa ipupush ulit nila to the limit. But very nice training ground talaga siya, para dyan sa ganyang condition na hindi palaging yun lang.
Ano ba yung advantages ng dry sa wet? Meaning, is it more difficult for the racers to handle the course if it's wet or if it's dry?
Yeah, good question. Yung mas mahirap talaga yung sobrang wet. Kasi sa dirt, hindi siya maganda yung sobrang tuyo, hindi rin maganda yung sobrang basa. But itong condition na to ngayon is very perfect condition. Number 1, hindi siya maalikabok masyado. Number 2, eksakto lang yung mix ng tubig dun sa lupa. So napakaganda ng condition. Pero talagang pag sobra siyang basa, sobra din siyang dulas. So para kang nakatungtong sa ice na very masyado siyang madulas. So yun nga yung nagiging training ground talaga, na napakagandang training ground na matutunan mo yung madulas, biglang mawawala yung dulas. So nag-iiba-iba yung yung feeling mo sa auto.
Among the young drivers who took the conservative approach was Tiger Espino, second in the point standings in Group 1 heading into the latest leg of the competition.
We acted very quickly because we didn't want to have the rain come really strong so that the track would be super slippery. So we ran our first 2 Group 1 runs within like maybe 30 minutes. And they were both fast. They were both really fast and really good. So the car's running really well. Everything's fine. The tires are new. Everything just feels better than before. I've been driving rather conservatively. I haven't been full power all the time, even though it's possible, and I think we'd make a lot of time up doing it, but we just don't want to push the car too much so that no accidents happen.
The rainy conditions may have helped Tiger Espino. After playing second fiddle to Giancarlo Pelayo in Group 1 in the past few rounds, he finally beat his tormentor, ending up first in the group in round 6 and in the nighttime round 7. Meanwhile, newbies Ren Couture and Mark Mendoza had a baptism of fire, or more accurately, a baptism of rain showers, learning to compete in Rallycross in changing conditions from dry to wet.
It's my first time, so there's a lot of learnings. Track today is, I think, extremes. Earlier it was dry. Now, as you can see, because of the rain, it's like a different track again.
But the newbies found they could trust the veterans to help them take on and complete the challenging course in different conditions and have fun along the way.
A great experience. Sobrang different yung vibe nila. Sobrang welcoming naman yung group.
Same, the tight turns. A big help from sa mga advice ng mga mentors, sila Tito Dennis. They advised us what to do, so we're just doing what they tell us, then getting the feel of it, adjusting, then I hope mas better yung mga runs. Actually, today nangyari lahat ng coaching. So, as we were setting up early in the morning, yun lang, konting talks and konting advices, tips. So from there, just apply it and learn from the track.
Mark Mendoza did well enough in Group 2 to finish 6th and earn 6 points in round 6. Does he plan to be back at Pradera Verde in the next leg?
Next leg, oo. Na-expect, enjoy lang. Fun lang.
Two other relatively newcomers to Rallycross also enjoyed the changing conditions of Leg 4 of the 2018 Rallycross season.
It was kind of fun and a little bit challenging. The first time it came out, it was dry conditions, so there was grip. And then the second run it started to rain a little bit, and strangely there was more grip but with just damp conditions. And then it rained some more in my third run, and then it was not grippy anymore and was slippery, and I was sideways going up the bridge.
Noong una, okay naman yung takbo. Tapos yun nga, nung biglang umulan, parang hirap na rin kontrolin ng kotse. Ngayon, sumampa ako dun sa gulong. Kaya nung next run, nagbagal na para safe.
Both Easy Ligaya and Gerald Lim competed in Group 4, Easy ending up with 7th in the timesheets. Gerald doing good enough to finish 3rd in round 6. Easy did better in round 7, climbing to 5th while Gerald maintained his place in 3rd. At the end of Leg 4, it was Louis Camacho who topped Group 2 and Group 4 in round 6. Mondi Mapilis topped Group 3 in the same round. Egay Ortiz was the only one who set an aggregate time in the 4-wheel drive class. Carlos Anton was fastest in the open class, while Osamu Yamada continued to dominate the UV class. In the nighttime round 7, it was essentially the same result. Tiger Espino topping Group 1. Louis Camacho is fastest in both Groups 2 and 4. Mondi Mapilis is quickest in Group 3, and Carlos Anton besting Kiano Dominado in the open class. And that concludes another coverage of the 2018 Philippine Rallycross Series. This is Ray Louis Gamboa. Be sure to check us out every week for more motorsports highlights.
Many of the Rallycross newbies are turning into regulars with each holding of the Dirt Racing Challenge at the Pradera Verde in Lubao, Pampanga. To them, it may be more fun doing it in the dirt.
This week's feature on Race Weekend has been brought to you by Phoenix Fuels.
Make every trip come alive with Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse technology. These are the Fuel Masters. Every time they're on the court, it's high performance. Every time I'm on the road, I can also expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels. We made it! The next generation Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.
Break away from the everyday. The new Toyota Rush.
Rediscover an extraordinary world as it unfolds before your eyes with the all-new 7-seater diesel CR-V. See the extraordinary.
Think you're tough? Do you dare to go off-road or off-key? Do you use your great power with great control? With the new Isuzu D-Max, you're tough enough to be unstoppable. And you're tough enough to be right back. Isuzu D-Max, tough enough for anything.
When thinking of your favorite car brands and models, which brands and models immediately come to mind? Could it be a fuel-efficient sedan for that everyday drive? A sleek and agile sports car? A rugged and versatile SUV? That roomy and comfortable MPV or van? Or that versatile go-anywhere pickup? Be a part of the 2018-2019 Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Vote for the brands and models that will become the 2018-2019 Autofocus Automobiles of the Year in the standard and premium luxury classes. Log on to www.autofocus.com.ph to vote every day until September 30, 2018 and get a chance to win prizes in the daily raffle. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose. You decide.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. The auto industry now takes center stage.
Pioneer compact car distributor Suzuki Philippines or SPH recently opened its new 3S dealership in Calamba, Laguna. Suzuki Auto Calamba, which has been serving as a sales dealership catering to the Filipino motorists in the Laguna area since October of 2016, is expanding its thrust to serve as sales, spare parts, and service dealership of the Suzuki network with a grand opening held last July 12, 2018.
Calamba is a very strategic area for us. There's many business, agriculture, so I also know many industrial park in this area. So we did not have a authorized dealership for Suzuki automobile yet. So once we start talking with our network, finally we are able to open this dealership today.
C-Tech kicks it up a notch with its professional charging series. The brand recognizes that with its increasing innovations in today's vehicles, the demands of the modern workshop has also evolved, especially with the requirement of powerful battery support when diagnostic or flash programming is undertaken. The first of the lot is the Pro 60. According to C-Tech, it is an innovative, versatile, and highly efficient 60A battery charger and power supply. The Pro 60 restores, charges, and reconditions the battery using a patented multi-step charging process. It is compatible with all types of 12-volt batteries, including lithium. A complement to the Pro 60 is the Pro Battery Tester. While the Pro 60 does the hardcore charging job, the battery tester is made to perform quick, simple, and accurate tests on the battery and electrical system in seconds without heat or sparks.
C-Tech has been in business around 20 years. We were the first company in the world to introduce switch mode technology battery charging. Our company supplies 40 of the supercar companies around the world. So we have a lot of history with major car manufacturers. Quite obviously from the consumer chargers, we've now progressed into workshop charging, and the next facet of our business will be electric vehicle charging. If you're looking for more information, you can go to www.ctech.com. All our products are available on that website, and our local distributor in the Philippines is Wado Marketing, and all the products are already available here in the Philippines.
The Electric Vehicles Association of the Philippines, or EVAP, recently held the 6th Philippine Electric Vehicle Summit, themed Stepping Up Partnerships to Electrify Public and Private Transport at the SMX Convention Center in the Mall of Asia complex in Pasay City. Present on the Philippine Electric Summit were Nissan Philippines Incorporated, Mitsubishi Motors Philippines Corporation, and Hyundai. As part of the summit, Nissan introduced a compact 5-door hatchback electric car, the Nissan Leaf, that was first introduced in the global market back in 2010. Since then, it is now regarded as the world's all-time best-selling, highway-capable electric vehicle.
At Nissan, we've been heavily involved in the electric vehicle industry, actually for 70 years since we first developed our Tama, but over the last 10 years we've been the leader of the electric vehicle industry. Since we first introduced the Nissan Leaf, we've sold more than 350,000 of those around the world, so we are still the leader in the electric vehicle industry. And now we're introducing to the region our second generation Nissan Leaf, which you can see just over here. Fantastic vehicle which has had a huge reception from customers all around the world because of the combination of all of the experience that we have from having been the leader in electric vehicles for 10 years, having our fantastic engineers and designers put all of their expertise into this car, and then bringing some of the new technology from a longer range, bigger battery, more powerful motor, exciting new design, but also some of our autonomous vehicle, ProPilot technology, and things like the e-pedal, which enables a customer to do all of their driving just with a single pedal.
Mitsubishi Motors Philippines brought in their i-MiEV, also a 5-door hatchback electric car, which is an electric version of the Mitsubishi i. The i-MiEV is the world's first modern highway-capable mass-produced electric vehicle. Also brought in by Mitsubishi is the Outlander PHEV, which is the best-selling plug-in hybrid in all of Europe, with over 100,000 units sold as of January 2018.
So Mitsubishi Motors is the world first mass producer of an electric vehicle. That's why that they would like to go ahead with that electric vehicle, so that we can make it environmentally easier for the human being. So even in the Philippines, so far we didn't promote or launch any electric vehicle. But I hope we'd like to have some car like a PHEV Outlander in Philippines as well.
Taking off from the success of the Peugeot 3008 SUV and Traveler MPV, Peugeot Philippines recently announced the arrival of an all-new variant of a 7-seater SUV in the market, the Peugeot 5008. According to Peugeot, the all-new 5008 is a spacious cabin for both second and third row passengers. Powering the all-new Peugeot 5008 SUV is a 1.6 turbo high-pressure petrol engine, also found in the petrol variant of the Peugeot 308 SUV. The all-new Peugeot 5008 SUV is now available in select Peugeot dealerships nationwide, with a suggested retail price of 2,990,000 pesos.
The Peugeot 5008 is now available on display in our Metro Manila dealerships, but for our customers in the provincial areas, they can start ordering and they'll be on display soon in those areas. The all-new Peugeot 5008, with all its features, with all its offerings, unique styling, a very high-efficient, low-displacement 1.6-liter petrol engine with all-terrain capabilities, 7 seats, very modular, fits any size, ample size, even on the third row. It all comes only at a price of 2.990 million.
Phoenix Petroleum's Pinoy Superhero took home the Award of Excellence under the Community Relations category at the 2018 Philippine Quill Awards. Phoenix Petroleum's Brand and Marketing Group, led by Assistant Vice President Celina Matias, and the ABS-CBN Lingkod Kapamilya Foundation Incorporated team, led by Chief Marketing Officer Paul Mercado, received the trophy during the awards night on July 9, 2018. According to Phoenix, the campaign recognizes outstanding Filipino drivers who exemplify discipline on the road, make a difference in the community, and take steps to protect the environment. Pinoy Superhero aims to bring out the superhero in every driver and promote driving as a noble profession. Phoenix Petroleum explores the country year-round in search of the next Pinoy Superhero. This year, the campaign received a record high 30,000 nominations.
Our Car of the Week, featuring the Nissan X-Trail 4x4, is next on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. That was the Nissan X-Trail 4x4, our featured model for this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
Drive worry-free with Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program with a free 24-hour nationwide roadside assistance included with your comprehensive auto insurance. Rest assured, we'll take care of you and your car wherever you are. Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program, 100% worry-free driving.
Rediscover an extraordinary world as it unfolds before your eyes with the all-new 7-seater diesel CR-V. See the extraordinary.
Think you're tough? Do you dare to go off-road or off-key? Do you use your great power with great control? With the new Isuzu D-Max, you're tough enough to be unstoppable. And you're tough enough to be right back. Isuzu D-Max, tough enough for anything.
Break away from the everyday. The new Toyota Rush.
These are the Fuel Masters. Every time they're on the court, it's high performance. Every time I'm on the road, I can also expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels. We made it! The next generation Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.
When thinking of your favorite car brands and models, which brands and models immediately come to mind? Could it be a fuel-efficient sedan for that everyday drive? A sleek and agile sports car? A rugged and versatile SUV? That roomy and comfortable MPV or van? Or that versatile go-anywhere pickup? Be a part of the 2018-2019 Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Vote for the brands and models that will become the 2018-2019 Autofocus Automobiles of the Year in the standard and premium luxury classes. Log on to www.autofocus.com.ph to vote every day until September 30, 2018, and get a chance to win prizes in the daily raffle. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose. You decide.
On the final stretch of motoring today, we have our public service segment courtesy of Honda Cars Philippines.
In the past episodes of Public Service, we have highlighted the problem on a broken pipe in EDSA Shaw, which causes problem not only to motorists but to pedestrians most especially. This week, the general motoring public would be enlightened to know that the government is moving to do something about the said problem.
I think there's a pipe that's clogged that they need to repair or totally replace. It's something that the DPWH will be doing.
He also added that with the repairs and construction to be made in the area, a lane or two will be closed to motorists, but is also quick to admit that losing just one is really hard for everyone already. We thank Mr. Nebrija for his valuable insights regarding the said matter. We will continue to help the public in solving motoring problems that will come our ways.
That was our public service segment courtesy of Honda Cars Philippines, and we'd like to urge the public to help us solve motoring problems in our midst by referring them to us so we can in turn bring them into the attention of involved authorities. Please refer to the screen regarding our contact details. And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Until next week here on Motoring Today, now on its 32nd year of continuing service to the general motoring public, with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. I'm Butch Gaboa. Happy motoring.